My name is Matt Rodbard. I'm the co-author of Korea World, a new cookbook. I wrote with my buddy Deuki Hong, who is about to slice off his finger.
My name is Deuki Hong, chef and co-author of Korea World. We are making today Mayak Gyeranbap.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Mayak Gyeranbap.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Mayak Gyeranbap.
Yes. So pretty much like drug eggs, like it's so...
Okay, slow down, my guy. It's pretty much drug eggs. In our book, Korea World, we cover the context and the culture around Korean food around the globe. So we certainly are, we're digging deep for these recipes. Mayak Gyeranbap, drug eggs. The reason it's called that is because these eggs are so good, they're addictive.
Yes,
like
yes.
cocaine.
It's like a thing.
It's a historical
yeah.
name that we're using. We're using the Korean name, which we do in all of our recipes. We're really important to use the Korean words.
Yes.
I'm obviously not Korean. I am a journalist and writer.
That every video.
Well, I want to make sure.
I think they know. The only thing that we have to do is boil eggs. This is the tricky part. Maddie's going to show you the tricky part.
So boiling eggs is basically this. You're putting this egg in very gently and delicately. Anyone who's ever thrown an egg into a pot of boiling water too aggressively, you know it gets messy.
Yes.
You gotta get it yourself a nice egg spoon. But we're gonna boil it, 6-minute egg, right?
6-minute egg.
All right, I'm gonna put my timer on right now, 6 minutes.
You could do an 8-minute egg, you could do a 7-minute egg, you could do whatever. It's really your preference of egg. We want this like yolky, runny, soft, like with the whites cooked, but a soft boiled egg. So we're gonna go 6.5.
And then let's take us through, when you are done with your 6 minutes, what are you doing?
We're gonna chill it in the ice bath.
Yeah.
Stop the cooking.
Yep.
Because it will continue to cook.
Yeah,
we call that residual cooking.
Yeah, residual
Culinary
cooking.
degree. It's minced ginger. You can buy it at the store. I like a lot of ginger. How much ginger should I put?
I'm gonna say that looks like 2.5 tablespoons.
half.
Yeah, I think half of it's good.
Quick tip, garlic ginger ratio. A lot of Korean cooking and Asian cooking in general, a lot of garlic. We call it GGO, ginger, garlic, onions. A good ratio that a lot of chefs use, don't tell them I told you, 2-to-1. 2 garlic, 1 ginger.
Yeah.
It's a nice little ratio.
All right, so really right now we got a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 to garlic, 1 to ginger, and you're building this marinade, which I think is really cool. You see these in stores, in H Mart. You see these they're like stained eggs. They look amazing. We'll probably have a beautiful photo from Alex Lau. Shout out to Alex Lau.
Shout out to Chef Al. Oh no, he's not a chef.
He's not a
he's
chef.
a chef
he's
to me because I respect him so much. Yes.
So what you got? You got a cup of soy sauce, ganjang in Korean, some sesame seeds, and a little bit of brown sugar. It looks like. How much
of brown sugar?
That?
I think I like a 1/4 cup.
Yeah.
So Korean food, Asian food, a lot of it's ratio based. Because your soy sauce also, all soy sauces aren't created equal. There's ones for soups, there's ones for marinades. So the salinity might be different. Salinity, great word, underutilized.
Yeah.
So you gotta taste it, right? So my 1/4 cup of brown sugar, or you could use white sugar, cane sugar, you could use honey. What we try to encourage is you gotta taste, right? There's a lot of people that kind of like put it and then they taste it. We're like, wow, this tastes really bad, or it's not to my liking. Yeah, because you didn't taste it as we build the flavors, right? So I'm gonna give it a little taste with the sugar. If you think it's too salty and sweet, you could add a little bit of water. So we have that here.
I think you gotta add a little water. It's definitely important because we want volume here for these eggs, for it to work.
I agree, Matthew.
Yeah,
I agree.
We got 1 minute left on the eggs. So I'm just keeping my eye on the timer.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was good.
You need water.
Yeah, we're gonna have
a little bit of water. Little salt. Here, you can take it.
Why are you salting your ice bath?
It does bring down the temperature of the ice in the ice water bath. It's science. I don't know why. Look it up on Google. They know. But it's it's a thing that chefs do. I don't know. Anyways, so I balanced out a little bit of the soy marinade with a little bit of water. Maddie was right. It's a little strong.
Yeah.
Enough sweetness. We don't need any more of that. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. I'm gonna finish it with sesame oil, but I'm gonna add a lot of these aromatics. Chili. In this dish, for me, the chili really comes through. This one is like a nice green, long chili. It's not as spicy, so I'm gonna go seed in. This one, it's short and it's spicier.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna seed this out.
All right, now it's time. We pulled it around 6 minutes. This is the egg that I definitely.
That's not bad.
It's true. There's a name for those.
Called you messing up, my guy.
All right, here we go. So I think 6-minute eggs. The moment of truth will happen eventually. With chilies, it's really important, obviously, to be mindful of the seeds. Cannot be said enough. Are you being mindful of the seeds?
This one I know is not that spicy. I want to leave some of the seeds in. I'm not like one of those like spice guys, but it's not that spicy. This one's not that spicy. The red one, we're gonna remove the seeds because we want that flavor, but not necessarily all that spice.
And it's giving you a nice color too.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to have red and green together.
It's gonna be a lot. So
I'm scared about the amount of seeds in there. I'm a little scared. Oh, you did it! Yeah. But so, again, this is like seeds into the marinade is less important than putting seeds in like a saute and to like a chige. You don't want to add a bunch of random seeds there.
Yeah, and also like, we always, when we do recipes, you always gotta think about the end in mind, right? So I'm gonna use this as number one, a marinade to eggs, which is not spicy, it's a nice canvas, right? And then that I'm also gonna put on rice, which is another canvas, right? So that spiciness or that salinity or that sweetness isn't gonna be as prominent when you taste it straight. So yeah, I would always say any recipes you do, think about what is my final application.
Show me exactly how you want this peeled.
Well, I want to peel, well, I don't want any shells.
Okay, I don't know if I can guarantee no shells.
So this, we're gonna put
into our little bowl here. I'm feeling this is nice. So what? So you're trying to go for, you want like definitely like a yolky center, right? Correct. You're not going hard boil on here. 6 minutes will get you there. Absolutely. Peeling, these eggs are peeling well.
They are, yeah.
They're like Hollywood ready eggs.
I do a little wash in there.
Yeah, wash it in there.
Got the chilies in here, got the sweetness. I'm gonna finish it with some of the nuttiness. So I'm like building the flavor. Right? So when you talk about these eggs, these cocaine eggs, tell me, what are you actually doing with them? Because we're gonna have, it's a bop dish, we're gonna have it with rice, but there's probably other ways that you can use these eggs. Yeah, I would say noodles is great, rice is great.
You can get your Sun Noodle package, like
Sun Noodle,
I love that.
Shout out to our guys.
Yeah, Sun Noodle package and put a little bit of these Mayak eggs on there. I think it's a nice touch. It also
you do need to let it sit for about a day or two.
In the marinade, that's a good point.
I would say a day is good. Anything more than like 2 days, it gets really, you'll see that it'll really start becoming a bit like too much, but a day or two is really good. Trust me, it's that good that you're not gonna wanna it's not gonna last that long in the
That's
the
the thing about when you marinate things and they're that good, you typically don't hit your 2-day mark. I feel like I'm getting most of these shells off. I want
you need all the shells.
I want you to be proud.
And then dip your hand in the water.
I know, the washing. That's the part I forgot. You're right, the washing step. That's very true. I like this. So what about like ramyun? What's the difference between Korean ramyun and Japanese ramen?
Well, I think the Japanese ramen is low and slow, pork-based. I think the ramyun that we think of in Korean is more of the instant thing. I'm sure you can make really bushi.
Giving up on that one. I gave up on that. That was not.
We lost an egg.
We lost an egg.
And we got a chef.
Dude, I have a method here. I'm going to do a full rinse at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, we lost.
So we lost an egg,
but back
and
to
that can happen. That may happen.
Ramyun versus ramen. I think it's a cool.
Wait, why are we talking about ramen?
We're writing about it in our Korean book because I'm thinking Mayak eggs are perfect for both ramyun and ramen, but there is a big difference between the two, and I like that. So yeah, like tonkatsu, like a pork, like low and slow, but
maybe more cloudier. You're incorporating that fat back in ramen. There's a lot of.
But
clear
ramyun,
differences.
I mean, typically is like in the more of the red zone, right? Like a little more.
Yeah.
Like red broths, right? More.
Not always, but I would say the quintessential what people think about is that red shin ramen.
The idea that this ramyun from Korea has become such a big cultural moment.
You took my towel again. I'm done with you.
Sorry.
That's the last one.
I was trying to talk about
Here.
Bulldog.
That is yours.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. It's on my side. But Bulldog has been a really interesting story to follow. I think it's really, really cool that a Korean ramen, packaged ramyun, has taken over the world by storm, TikTok, etc. So, have you tried the Bulldog?
Yeah, I've tried it. You could also put it with like chapagetti, which is like the black bean one. It's like the spicy chapagetti.
Yeah, chapagetti. Yeah. That's good.
Not a spice guy, too. Like, not as bad as Maddie, but I'm not really a spice guy either.
Wow, chef, look at that. That's a gorgeous marinade.
Thank you. I'm done. I don't know if you're done.
All right, I'm
done.
Getting one more left.
One more left.
One more left. I gotta taste it too.
Got that.
Yeah.
So before I put the sesame seeds and the sesame oil, I'm gonna taste, right? And I highly recommend it. Tasting spoons. If you're at home, you don't need tasting spoons, cooking for your family.
Hey man, having a bowl of tasting spoons at home, everyone has that. Come on, it's great. Gotta have that.
It is spicy, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, those
seeds.
It's got that kick. Yeah, those seeds, okay?
Yeah, a little bit
We're
more
coming
sugar
back to those seeds.
To mute this. Food is just like salt, fat, like you're just balancing
acid
it, right?
and heat, right?
Yes.
So you made that up, right?
What? No.
You made that up.
let me put my point down, okay? You're just moving it, right? So, okay, there's a lot of spiciness. Put a little of that sweetness, right, to balance it out, right? It's a lot of saltiness, add a little bit of acid, right? So you're playing this game, flavor library.
Yeah.
Try this now.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
And it's not gonna taste good.
It's not gonna taste
But,
good.
well, I want you to taste it before the sesame oil and the importance of sesame oil rounding it out.
There's something happening here that I'm not loving.
I know,
right
it's
now.
just it's very in your face.
That's
Like,
much better.
it tastes exactly like separate elements, right? So
Yeah.
if this sits, and that's why thyme is also an ingredient too, right? So if this sits,
I think it's a great call on that.
it really rounds it out. The onionness gets more oniony.
Yep.
The chilies really come through. So right now it tastes very separate, like soy. It tastes some of that. But right now, trust the process. You know.
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. This is.
Yeah, so the application is key. This is nice. You're not just like dumping it all in, right?
I'm literally dumping it.
Oh, okay, so you're just doing it.
I'm doing exactly what Maddie said I wouldn't do.
No, it looks like you're distributing the liquid, the ganjang, with a lot of the aromatics in there.
And you
That's
want
beautiful.
this to be like pretty intense, right? Like this in a weird way, I'm gonna say it very carefully, shouldn't taste like you can eat a spoonful of it. This should taste like most marinades, you can't eat a spoonful of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's gotta be strong because it's imparting flavor into these pretty delicious, but not like bland, like it doesn't have much flavor eggs, right? And then this is gonna go flavor rice. So let's think about the final. I'm not getting too chefy, I'm getting too
I think you are, but I'm also thinking one thing. Mayak egg salad. I think that there's like a riff here that we could maybe think about. You can use this in many different ways if you're gonna take the time and make 24 Mayak eggs, which I think you should. You wanna not just have them as snackable, you're gonna have them on shin ramyun, you're gonna maybe make a Mayak egg salad.
Not shin ramen.
Not shin, okay.
There's limits, I'm just saying.
Not
rice is
shin.
the best. Let's keep it pure. Sometimes you don't have to mess with perfection.
That's good.
And this is perfection. Mayak and I'm top.
Well, we're here with Mayak Gyeranbap, and it's served, the bap part, it means rice, right? And that's kind of like the landing pad for our long marinated eggs. So these eggs have been marinating for 48 hours. So it's deeply, deeply flavorful. Ooh, look at that.
So how we would serve it is we would put a couple of eggs, 1 egg, 2 eggs. I would actually open one up and do it, but here.
Yeah, look at that.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna do a little something for you.
What are you doing, chef?
I'm gonna do a little something for you.
Chef.
No.
John George. This is your John George experience.
Getting too excited and
You spent a year working at John George when you were a graduate of the CIA.
3 years, but you know, it's okay. Cut it.
3 years.
Yes.
I repeat, 3 years at John George. I mean, so what do you learn from John George when you're there?
Oh,
For 3
everything.
years?
Everything. It's a 3 Michelin star kitchen. It's you start from ground up. If you think you know how to cook, you don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
They will tell you don't know how to cook.
So you were a commis at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always start as a commis.
You start
We're
there.
gonna. I don't have to overhead, but we're gonna cut one.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be like a nice runny.
I feel we're there.
Yeah.
I feel we're there. It doesn't feel right to you?
Could have been better. It's a good quality egg, so
Beautiful eggs that they've got us here, but also, I see jamminess there.
I see jamminess. You can go
I
less.
see
You can go
jamminess.
more.
I'm really loving this right here.
No, I want to do it this way.
Okay, I know, of course. What if I did that?
There we go.
Look
Some of
at
that marinade that's gonna get all on the rice. Make it tight.
I like
'cause you're a
that.
chef.
Nice work there.
It's like marinated eggs, put it over rice.
Eating
Pretty,
the
not pretty.
Eating the
it's
marinade too
delicious.
is important.
I don't ever like these like things.
Yeah, it's like they're governing it a little bit too much.
Tough. And if you want a little bit more of that flavor, we have one of these.
Oh, so toasted kim is important. What's the technique for crushing sheets of kim?
Technique.
Yeah,
Sure.
chef. That's the technique?
Yeah, I don't know what. There's no.
Is there a
technique.
twisting?
Don't cover my eggs though. Yeah.
I'm not covering your eggs.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
just like crumble.
All right, caramel. There
It's
we
like
go.
children
Ah,
playing.
so good. I love this dish. Remembering this. I love this dish. Korea World. This is one of my favorites. I'm gonna actually say it on the record.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite dishes.
Page
from
97.
Korea. But look at that. That is exactly how these eggs should look. And let's do it.
Oh, these are nice too.
Yeah, those are nice. How about that? All the eggs are nice. How about
How
that?
about that?
Great. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of kim, a little bit of rice, a lot of egg.
Got egg.
Love that. Really yolky.
Egg and
Get
rice.
that marinade
Can't go
that
wrong.
penetrates.
Yeah, that marinade really comes through. So it's not that strong. So when you taste it here, pretty strong, pretty intense, right?
Yeah.
When you put it with the egg and you put it with the rice, not that intense. It's
do
actually
this.
perfectly balanced.
Yeah. That's a good recipe, man.
Thanks, man.
No joke, man. It's great for a snack too. I like that.
It's in Korea World, page 97.
Thank you for checking it out.
I made 97 up. I don't know what page it's on, but the recipe's in there.
Thank you for checking it out.
Mayak and Gyeranbap.